Welcome back. This is Mark Johnson, Paddle Evolution. Today I'm going to give you a quick little tip on the volley and just a few things that I think that'll help you. On the volley here, we're going to talk a little bit about here on the non-dominant hand, how important our non-dominant hand is. We've spoken and got into a little bit of detail on what we should be doing as far as grips, holding the paddle, what we should be doing. We're going to spend a little tip here on what my non-dominant hand is doing. Mark's going to be back on the baseline feeding me a few volleys. Again, when I'm waiting for the volley here, I'm going to be naturally at a 45-degree angle. A lot of times I see players, number one, with an extreme backhand, waiting in the backhand position. This is all good, but the only thing that's going to happen is we're going to battle on high balls. That's number one. And the second thing is the non-dominant hand, they grip the racket by the racket head. By doing this, you lose a lot of control and you squeeze in the paddle really hard. So what I'd like us to do here, just if you can watch my fingers here, this is actually my left hand here, acts as a holster. I have the four fingers here and I'm going to rest my paddle head, the bottom of the racket head, in the four fingers, and I'm just going to rest it at the back. So that way I'm relaxed. I still have my hitting hand on the racket handle, but I'm so relaxed. That's number one. Second, notice how I'm waiting at an angle. The reason I'm waiting at an angle here is because when that ball comes to me, I'm right there for my backhand. If it is a high ball, which Mark's going to feed in a few minutes, I'm able to take my racket from here and hit a forehand. It gets very challenging if I'm waiting with an extreme backhand grip over here and that high ball comes, we get into trouble here. So number one, I like us to hold the paddle in the four fingers, resting it here and waiting at a 45-degree angle. So Mark, if you don't mind going back, just feeding me a few backhands. Mark's gonna hit a few drives at me. And now watch how I'm just nice and comfortable allowing that ball to come onto my paddle. I'm relaxed. I can control my hitting hand where the ball needs to go. But this way too, waiting at a 45-degree angle allows me to be in the backhand grip. And now Mark, if you can give me a high one, it's easy to exchange up and switch it over to the forehand. And backhand volley, good. Neutral position here. A high ball comes, high, forehand, neutral, backhand volley. Okay, switch. One more time, and there you go. Mark a little higher and slow. So that's it. A lot of times players think that they have to use that backhand on a high one. That is very challenging to do. So that's just something that'll really help you. On a high ball, don't try hit the backhand. It's just too hard to do. Go ahead, you got the time, use your forehand. If it comes right at me, I can always use the backhand. By me holding on over here gets me to trouble, so this is what I see a lot. If Mark holds the ball here, I have no control of that racket here, and that happens a lot. Mark, can you give me a high one? This gets really awkward. I see that a lot. So again, get out of this and get to here. So let's just see what happens. One more high one. High. There we go.